everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Summers are already here, and when summer hits, the one thing which changes completely is our skincare routine as well as our makeup routine. Why routine I said? Because a lot of things we end up changing. We tend to shift to more matte products, more all-day products, and products which really stay all day long without budging. So I thought this is the right time I share the top 5 foundation for this summer. So I will try not to repeat the products which I've already talked in the past, so you can refer to some older videos as well. And I'm going to stick by only these 5 foundation this summers in my makeup routine. And without any further ado, let's get started. It's morning 8:30 and I thought it's the best time I sit down and film this video, because after 10 o'clock it is going to feel a little hot and it gets a little uneasy to film a video during that time because I tend to sweat a lot during summers. Now quickly moving on to the first foundation, a foundation which I feel is made for all skin type. But talking about only combination to oily skin, then you go ahead and just buy it blindly. You don't even have to give a second thought. This foundation is going to give you the base of your life. This is like a legit super matte foundation which is not going to enhance your textures, not going to feel you dry, dehydrated, and not going to get patchy during the day. Yes, all that is not going to happen, and still it is a super matte foundation. It will give you medium to full coverage. You can have a perfect base for the day. You do not have to go in with a lot of touch-ups during the day. Since it's already summer, one touch-up a day is enough. With this foundation, I've even realized that I don't see a lot of sebum secretion onto my skin. It really locks up everything well. It performs beautifully with all of my primers and a foundation which has a perfect undertone as well. So it has only 7 shades, but all of those 7 shades will cater Indian skin tone. So if you are hunting or looking for a very affordable foundation which is going to give you the perfect base, this is the one. I'll tell you, if it was not priced, if I would have been the brand owner, I would have priced this foundation with 2000 rupees, because this definitely gives competition to many high-end foundations I've used, and this is, I feel, better than them. So yes, if you haven't tried this foundation, you must. If you're a combination to oily skin, your summer is sorted. So yes, a beautiful foundation by Makeup Revolution. So guys, you tend to hear a lot of these train sounds in my video or ambulance sound. Reason being, where I stay, I have a Dwarka flyover just behind my building, and I have a railway station just up the other side of my building, and then there is an airport as well. So everything is like around to me. That's why you end up listening to these sounds. It's okay, but I'm just mentioning. Next up, a foundation which is again pretty affordable, and you get a lot of shades here to choose from, and by an Indian brand, Nykaa All Day Matte Foundation, OMG and OG foundation. It is again made for all skin type, but if you're a combination to oily skin, go ahead and grab this. You're just gonna love it. Again, something which I use a lot into my summers, something which just stays on without budging, without moving, without oxidizing. Okay, one quick thing, the Revolution foundation does oxidizes to a darker shade, so keep that in mind. Now getting back to this one, the shade I'm using is Nutmeg 09. Everything will be mentioned onto the screen if I happen to miss saying, and you get a lot of shades here. Now this foundation says all day matte, again a foundation which is not going to make you feel dry, dehydrated, enhance your textures, or make you feel a little dull. This foundation definitely has that nice glow to it, but it's not dewy, which is going to again make you feel creasy or oily during the day. So yes, it is a perfect matte foundation again, which is gonna give you medium to full coverage. Now full coverage in this one, I do feel it's not that extreme full coverage, but the coverage which I expect in a full coverage, I do get it. So yes, it is gonna give you a nice coverage and going to sustain for easily 10 to 12 hours without budging. So if you are someone who's looking out for a foundation which is like a foundation which can give you like a medium or a no makeup look as well, get this one. You just have to take a little product, and a little product here goes a long way. सुपर इजी ब्लेंडेबल प्रोडक्ट है और आपको काफ़ी सारे शेड मिल जाते हैं और आपकी समर सॉर्टेड है. So if you haven't tried this one, you can, because I am obsessed with this as well. Quickly moving into this video, another interesting little foundation which is made for everyone. This can give you a no makeup look and a medium coverage. Is this Nykaa Matte to Last Pore Minimizing Foundation. Now this is a very underrated foundation, I feel, but I'll tell you, this is a very beautiful formula. It is not anywhere close to any existing Nykaa foundations. It's pretty different. It is definitely pore minimizing. It is going to give you a no makeup coverage. It is going to give you a medium coverage. Do not expect a full coverage with this foundation. Now frankly speaking, this is the foundation which you can just wear it easily. Like, you don't have to really do the maths behind it. Okay, with this am I going to wear this or that? No, it is a foundation which I can just wear it and go for a shopping or go anywhere, because it looks more like your second skin or skin like. And it is a matte foundation, but with this one I do feel a little more glow onto the skin. It looks more skin like, and the staying on this foundation is again beautiful. You don't have to go in with like multiple touch-ups. One touch-up during the day is more than enough with this one. Again, one thing with this foundation which I see is that it really maintains that natural glow onto the skin, the natural glow which you have onto the skin, and it does not look a lot made up, and it definitely gives an airbrush look to the skin. So if you haven't tried this one, try this one, because not every day in summers you want to wear that extensive full coverage foundation. You want to have something light going onto the skin, something which does not clog your pores and does not make you feel heavy during the day. This is the one to go for, something which you can just do it with your fingers as well. So yes, a beautiful foundation, again by Nykaa and made for everyone. Next foundation is something which I have always talked about, and again this foundation made it to this video as well, and I think this foundation has been shown in many multiple videos of mine, the L'Oreal True Match foundation. Now yes, this is something which I feel every woman or a girl should own, this particular foundation. I'm just not saying it because I, with this foundation, has an experience of more than 6 years. I would say 7 to 8 years, and this is my 4th bottle. So I personally feel this is the foundation which is made all weather. In winters it looks the best, in summers it looks the best. And in summers, if you're attending a marriage or a reception and you want to have this nice glowy foundation but do not budge during the day, and it is a matte foundation, get this one. It is going to give you all that. It is nicely done foundation, very nice formula, easily blends into the skin and stays put on. Now one thing which I have seen with this foundation is that whenever I put this foundation, I have that very nice glow, and it's not too much, and it maintains that glow during the day, and as the hour passes by, the glow enhances more. It does not fades away, it does not dull down. So this foundation is something which will enhance your features also really well, because whenever you will put this foundation, you will not feel that you are more made up today or something is being laid like vaguely onto the skin, because whenever we put a foundation, our face drastically shifts to another level. With this one, I do feel that our own skin or our look when we see ourselves in the mirror is thoroughly maintained, and it does not change it to something else drastically, and you have a nice base going on. So if you haven't tried this one, try it. Now for combination to oily skin, do not hesitate. It is a glowing foundation. It has a little glow to it, but it does not enhance your texture, it does not enhance your pores, it does not enhance anything onto the skin. It just sits beautifully onto the skin. Just use a perfect primer and then you just put this foundation and you're good to go. So yes, if you want to have that nice function wala foundation, a foundation which you can daily, a foundation which you can wear for any mild function, like you want to wear a foundation for longer hours but you want to have that nice base, medium to full coverage, then you get this one. And I love this foundation, and I'll tell you, more than winters, I wear this foundation mostly in my summers because I just love the formula. So yes, a beautiful foundation again by L'Oreal, which is perfectly made for all skin type, but if you're on oily skin, do not hesitate, just grab yours. Moving on to the last foundation, and strictly made for summers. I have reviewed this foundation and I feel this is a perfect summer foundation for oily skin. and if you're a dry skin, I would say think about it and then buy. So if you're a dry skin, watch my review and then decide, and if you're an oily skin, just keep on watching. Is this Love Child Masaba Lights Camera Foundation 4K Matte Finish Foundation. Now frankly speaking, this is a foundation which is made plainly for summers and for combination to oily skin. I don't know, a lot of you may differ from my thought or my idea altogether, but before reviewing or suggesting any product, I just don't use it for a day and talk about it. I have worn this foundation in extreme winters. I'm wearing it in summers, and I'll tell you, it sits beautifully in summers but not in winters. Reason being, it is a super matte foundation here. It is going to give you that 4K finish, and whenever you lift this foundation, you will always get morely like a medium to full coverage. I have never achieved a no makeup look with this foundation. Now this is definitely going to give you that airbrush look. It is definitely going to give you pore minimizing, and your base looks perfect. This foundation again does not budge during the day. It just sits beautifully onto the skin. You can sustain with this foundation easily up to 14 to 15 hours, because I have worn this foundation for those many hours. Whenever I go out at somebody's house and I know I'm going in the morning and I'm going to come back in the night only, I have worn this foundation in those moments, and this foundation has stays beautifully. Now did I go with any kind of touch up? Yes, one touch up to banta hai, because I am a oily and a sweaty skin, so I need that touch up. Isme foundation ki galti nahi, it's my skin type. But otherwise, it really allows my blush, my highlighter, my bronzer, everything to stay really well. This foundation does not even oxidize to any other shade, and does not even oxidize my other makeup products. So a beautiful formula, well done by Masaba, but something I feel is best made for combination to oily and your summer weather. So if you want to try something high-end luxury and a foundation which really gives you that nice perfect base, and you get 50 ml of product, then you might as well try this one. This is a beautiful foundation, but not something made for dry skin. And there you discovered 5 beautiful foundation for this summer. You being an oily skin, grab any of the foundation. You're just gonna love your base. Everything will be linked and listed in my description. But before buying any foundation, if you want to have a little more knowledge on any of these foundation, they have been reviewed onto my channel. Check the dedicated reviews, and then you can decide, okay, this is the one made for me. Everything will be linked and listed in my description. If you really loved watching this content, consider giving a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my Instagram at @bronzinggeek5. I will see you in another interesting video. Till then, you take care, and ta-da!